Well, hello, welcome to the middle of week 5, hybrid crew. It's great to see you in class and lab. So as you know, we've got some stuff to do for this week. We've got the skeletal system lab, and we've got muscular system, which is deep stuff for lecture. As a result of sort of thinking about things for the past 5 weeks and taking a look at your grade, might not be a bad idea to ask yourself the questions like, how are you doing? How are you feeling about your grade? And it's one thing to have the grade that you want, but it's another thing to have the grade that you need. So there will be, for most of your programs, minimum requirements. And if you have gotten off to a slow start, please hear me on this. There's plenty of opportunities. You can all successfully get through this class. It might mean that you have to make adjustments, right? So if you've got full and busy lives, this class is always going to be like this. It's a heavy, serious college course with lots of details, as it should be, because this will prepare you for programs. If you need to make adjustments on the time you spent on how you configure the rest of your life, this course will continue to be this way. And I know you can do this, and it is a lot of work. It really is. Nothing that we do is impossible. I hope you see that. Even some of the crazy stuff with muscle cell anatomy and sarcomeres, right, and myofibrils and myofilaments and how those things work. None of that is really impossible, but there's just so much of it. So you can do this. This week, coming up, so if we think about things, we've been working on the muscular system for lecture, we've got the bone content for lab, and you'll have 2 quizzes coming up this weekend. There are no assignments due on Friday night, so this week it will just be the quizzes. Actually, let me rephrase it. You have an online quiz that will be Sunday to Monday over the entirety of the muscular system presentation. We did get a chance to talk about a little chunk of that during our time together, but there's a lot more. We kind of skipped the intro stuff that's a little bit more flashcardy, and we didn't have time really to get through the details of the coupling. We got through the neuromuscular junction, but we didn't really talk about the rest of the process. We set the stage with the anatomy. And also at the end of the chapter, there's some kind of cool content on how energy becomes available, how ATP becomes available to sustain muscle activity in different forms. All of that presentation will be fair game for your 10-question quiz that will be from Sunday morning to Monday morning. For lab now, you've got bones. And as we were doing these things in lab, everybody was kind of online, on tracking. We developed systems to think about carpals and tarsals. There are a lot of videos in week 5 of Canvas to help you. So in addition to the PDF, which is where the images will come from your quiz, there's a narrated PowerPoint of those images. There are also helper images for carpals and tarsals, and then I also did put another video in there for long bones and irregular bones. Additionally, in Connect in McGraw-Hill, so the same avenue that you use to access your electronic text, in McGraw-Hill Connect, I did make a practice quiz for the skeletal system. Now, those images that you see in the Connect practice quiz are not the images that you'll be expected to know for this upcoming quiz, but it really does help to see bones in context. It helps to see different views other than just the PDFs that we provided and other than just the models that you have in front of you. There's a high variability in the skeletal system. There really is. So one ulna can look totally different from another ulna, and it does help to see different versions. You're not just trying to memorize pictures, you're trying to learn the bones. That quiz over the bones in the PDF, there'll be 10 pictures or 10 questions. That quiz will be delivered during the first 10 minutes of next week's in-person lab. So you've got until Tuesday to study for those bones. Also, I'll make week 6 available on Sunday. I've got a busy week next week too. So this week will be muscles and bones in lecture and lab. Next week will be nervous system and muscles in lecture and lab. And it's also a heavy week. So if you do take the quiz early on Sunday, you can start week 6 as soon as possible. And then you'll take your lab quiz over bones on Tuesday. I know this is a lot. Please make sure you've seen the overview. Please make sure you know what the expectations are. If your grade needs to improve, we've got plenty of opportunities for that, but you'll need to figure out how that happens. And if you'd like to talk to me about that, I'm here for you. I know some of you are seeing the tutors. Some of you have been contacted by Academic Success. You have a lot of support here. It will require some effort, and it will require time on your part, and I know you can do this. I'm awful at giving motivational speeches. Please check your emails. I've reached out and I hope you're all doing well. Thank you.